What's up, people? Excuse me. It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense here, and we just gonna get straight to it today. First off, though, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring the bell for notifications. A lot of people have been having issues with when I do live streams or when I post videos. I guess sometimes they have an issue with the live stream part. Make sure when you ring the bell and that icon opens up that you select all at the top of that little box, because that lets you get notifications for all videos, pictures, live streams, anything that I post on YouTube. You should get a notification for. I'm not understanding why some people aren't getting notifications of my live streams. They keep missing them, but you know, for the most part, I can't do much from my end. You may have to check your end. So make sure you check that bell icon to make sure it is actually rung and lit up, and make sure you click all. So you may have to unring the bell and re-ring it again if it's not rung. I don't know. Just check that. Make sure you're active in the comment section. I don't care if you put just a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or you shoot me the bird, or whatever you do. It just be active in the comment section. It lets me know that you actually do care about the content. I know a lot of people are actually very supportive and have been since day one, and I appreciate that, but more people need to be active. Also, make sure you either give the thumbs up or the thumbs down. If you're sitting and watching the video through its entire duration, then there's no reason why nobody should have a second to reach that index finger up or thumb or whatever your pinky toe, your big toe, whatever you tap with on your screen. Tap the thumbs up or the thumbs down button. It only takes a second. Also, share these videos. Don't just share them with each other, knowing that you're already subscribers, but share them with people who are not subscribers. We need new subscribers. I'm not begging for subscribers. I'm content with the people I have. But on the flip side of it, I do want my channel to grow more, and I want to expand to more people. So share it to people who normally don't watch these videos or don't know about me in general, but they know about everybody else. Let them know. Friends on Facebook. If you want to be a friend of mine on Facebook, send me a friend request. But make sure you message me and let me know who you are, because you will sit in limbo forever thinking that I'm just going to accept the friend request and I don't know who the hell you are. Second of all, Instagram. It is now easier for me to remember my Instagram name, which is now Mr. Cheap Sense, all one word, no spaces. So you can find me a lot easier. There have been a lot more people subscribing, especially since I changed that. So now people can actually find me. And with that being said, let's jump into it. So the fragrance I wore today is one that was gifted to me. And I really didn't know anything about Joe Malone fragrances except from what I heard from other reviewers. And finally, I got one in my possession, and I hope this is the last one, because this one was very enjoyable to wear. This is from the house of Joe Malone. This is English Oak and Hazelnut. And I know it's kind of hard to see because I can't get it to focus, but anyway, this is nice. The compliments that I got while wearing this was that this smells clean and fresh. It smells citrusy almost. And I'm not sure if the English oak and hazelnut are the only two notes in this. Whatever it is, it does smell nice. It does give off somewhat of a woman's fragrance almost. Like, I'm not saying that this smells like a woman's fragrance, but some more modern female fragrances can be unisex, and I guess something like CK1 or CK All or something like that. It gives off that CK1 type vibe almost. It is very clean. It's very refreshing. It can wake you up. It does have a slight sharpness to it. But for the most part, this is good. I like this. Somebody messaged me earlier, I think on Instagram, I believe it was, and said that this one gave them issues as far as longevity is concerned. And I really didn't get that. I messaged them earlier and I said it started turning into a skin scent around the 10 to 10:30 mark. So I sprayed this on about 5 something. It was almost 6 o'clock. So I'm going to just say 6 to about 10, 10:30. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's about 4 to 4.5 hours of it, you know, radiating off of me, at least a good foot or so. And then around that 10 to 10:30 mark, it started sitting real closer to the skin. But I actually never reapplied. So I am still smelling it on my wrist. It is on my shirt right here on the sleeve because I sprayed my inner elbows, but the back of my shirt, it's a little bit on the back of my shirt because I sprayed my neck. Off and on throughout the day, I was getting whiffs of it, like I was outside earlier baling boxes, and the wind was blowing a little bit, and I can still smell it coming up off of me. So longevity on this, I'm going to have to go with about 8 hours. I know some people don't like the fact that you have to put your arm to your nose to smell it, but I'm one of those people who, if I can still smell it off of my skin, it's still going. So I'm going to have to give it 8. 7.5 to 8. 7.5 on the low, 7 to 7.5 on the low side. 8 going the distance. So I can still smell it. I'm going to go ahead and spray my arm again just to, and that's not a, it's a pretty good mist for this size bottle. Yeah, you kind of get like that CK1 type vibe from this. It smells good. It's just not a wow fragrance. This is something you can wear. You can get compliments off of this because I did have somebody when I first was clocking in, as a matter of fact. They work in the laundry department. And when I walked by, they asked me what I was wearing. And I said, Joe Malone. She was like, I never heard of it. But it smells good, though. So, yeah, it smells pretty good. It's clean. It's fresh. I like it. And hopefully I'll get to try more fragrances from this house. They are kind of expensive. So on that aspect, I know I'm not going to be able to afford. I don't even know how much this little one costs. But I know I won't be able to afford a full bottle of this. This is one ounce. It's kind of hard to see those little bitty. Yeah, it's a 1 ounce bottle. It's not bad though. Like I said before to the person I was talking to this morning, it's okay to agree to disagree. Just because certain people don't like certain fragrances doesn't mean that everybody else has to like it also. I think we were talking about Parfums de Marly and George Zaharoff's signature Pour Homme. It turned into that type of conversation, and they were saying that what was it? What was the conversation though? The initial conversation. I said I liked something, and then they said something about Parfums de Marly. I should try Leighton and all that other stuff, and I've tried all of those fragrances. Pegasus was one he threw in the conversation. I didn't like Pegasus. Everybody else seems to love it. I didn't like it at all. I even had our Moss version, and I didn't like that either. Parfums de Marly smell good. I didn't think that they were super wow. They're not bad, but for the price, you would expect more. And that's just my opinion. But for the most part, this Joe Malone English Oak and Hazelnut is not bad at all. I wouldn't recommend buying a full bottle of this though, because I don't think it's worth that type of money. There are other fragrances out there they may have that could be way better than that. Excuse me, I had to cheat today and drank me a root beer. I needed something with some flavor in it. All this water I've been drinking is good, but every blue moon I need some flavor. So Joe Malone English Oak and Hazelnut is a average fragrance to me. It's nothing that's gonna wow anybody. Yes, you may get some compliments like I did, but for the most part, it's not one of those fragrances that you spray and be like, oh shit, that smells good as hell. No, it's not one of those fragrances, but it's doable. This size bottle or maybe a decant is more than enough. If you have a lot of fresh smelling fragrances, clean, you don't need this one. Just my opinion. Now, let's get to the good part. Or the fun part, I should say, because even that Joe Malone is good. I reached out to several companies again, and the only one that actually panned out so far is Cremo. And they were generous enough to send me a bottle. I already opened this box just to save a little bit of time. I have Blue Cedar and Cypress, and I also have Bergamot and Musk. And I haven't worn either one of those yet. I know it's Matt from Georgia Gent's favorite fragrance, that Blue Cedar and Cypress. He actually even sprayed some of mine on yesterday. But I will give those some wearings coming up pretty soon. But the one I talked to the guy over at Cremo, or the young lady, whoever it was, they said, if you saw that one video, I said that Bergamot and Musk, and there's another one that's discontinued. Well, this one is not, and I actually did want to get my hands on this one. I haven't seen it in a while, which I haven't really seen a lot of them in a while lately. And I don't frequent Target that much, so I try to stay out of there because their prices to me are a little bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. So this one is Silver Water and Birch. And I'm assuming that this is their rendition of Silver Mountain Water. I'm not sure, but we are going to check it out. This is a 100 ml bottle, and why are these so hard to take out? Like, you literally have to pull all of this out just to get it to come out. But I guess that's a good thing. Same as always, same little cap. It doesn't snap into place, but it does fit snugly onto it. Same kind of bottle, clear bottle, Cremo on the sides. There is information on the bottom. I think it's etched into the glass. You can't really see it. It says Silver Water and Birch on the front. Eau de Toilette, 3.4 ounces. Atomizer, pretty decent, not bad. Yeah, it has that Silver Mountain Water. I have something that's also similar to it, which is Derby Clubhouse Blanche by Armaf. Now I will say, let me spray this on the arm. I could be wrong. Honestly, this smells a lot better than that one. It has a sweetness to it, kinda, that I love. This one just smells kind of like chemical to me. And I said the same thing about bergamot and musk. Yeah, I like the Armagh Derby Clubhouse Blanche way better. And I actually may wear this tomorrow, depending. Silver Water and Birch. It's not bad, but I would much rather go with the Armagh instead. But that's just my opinion. I know there are some Cremo fans out there who are diehard about Cremo. I, for one, haven't been that fond of Cremo. I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon like everybody else did, because to me, these may smell good to other people. They're not bad to me. But I get more chemical than anything. Like with Derby Clubhouse Blanche, I get more of a fragrance than that chemical aspect. But that's just me. That's just my nose. I mean, it is what it is. Everything is not going to be for everybody. So I do thank Cremo for sending me this fragrance to sample, since it seems like in this area we don't have a lot of Cremo around. So I appreciate that greatly. And the other package I got is from 504 Lefty. Sent me some stuff. And there are, let's see. First off, God dang it. All right, that's not going to stay in my hand. It's going to keep falling until something breaks. We have, he wrote it on this card. In this bottle, Tom Ford Ombre Leather. And in these two, we have Pure Malt and Pure Havana. So let's get into these and see what we got. This is Pure Havana, and this is Pure Malt. I can smell it through the atomizer, the Pure Malt. That is pretty good. I like that. Pure Havana. Nice. That is nice. I see why people like it. You can also pick up Insurrection Dark and Insurrection Wild. One of those does smell like Pure Havana, and isn't bad at all either. And it's probably way less, like a fraction of the price you would pay for these. At least around the $20-something mark for the Insurrection Dark and Wild. But these are great. I like these, and I will be giving these some wearing coming up soon. I think I've smelled Ombre Leather. Somebody might have sent me a sample of it already. Yeah, I can remember now. I like Ombre Leather. That's nice. And he also sent me some samples, some that I couldn't even get here at my local Belks. This is Azzaro Wanted by Night. And I've actually already smelled this one in Ulta and Belks. And I do want this one, but until I can get the money together to get it, I'm going to have to do without. I do have the original Azzaro Wanted, which is a nice fragrance. But he did send me a carded sample of that. Actually, 2 carded samples of it. He also sent Signature from Salvatore Ferragamo, in which I've already smelled this one in store. And I actually like this one. It smells damn good. And I need to get my hands on it. A real bottle of it. It's another one. And something else that I already have that I finally got my hands on after months and months and months of running into it and never being able to get it because the price was so high. I finally got my hands on it. Not going to say for how much, but it definitely wasn't what they were asking for it in store at TJ Maxx. But this is Jean Paul Gaultier's In the Navy. And I actually, if you look closely on my shelf right there, that is In the Navy. So I thank you regardless, 504 Lefty, for sending me what you send me. I appreciate it greatly no matter what. Very appreciative of that. That was a kind gesture. I didn't ask for anything. You sent what you sent, and I appreciate it. With that being said, I'm running on 21 minutes right now. I don't want to keep you all too long. Plus, I want to get a nap. So make sure you all tune in tomorrow for more fragrances. Make sure you are active in the comment section here and on Instagram if you're following me on Instagram. I do have a Facebook group. Make sure you check that group out. If you choose to join, just send a request. I'll accept it. It is what it is. Just as long as you keep it classy and don't be an idiot and be arguing and fussing amongst each other over some damn scented water, because it's not that serious. And I am out of here, guys. Here is, grab these two smelling great. I'm out of here. Peace.